Hey guys, Jody Hendrix from Crossfit Commands here. Going to talk to you about Wodapalooza 2019-2020 online qualifier workout number 1. First of all, this workout, I'd classify it as it's a conditioning workout, got a little skill in it. But overall, for 9 minutes, it's almost a dead straight up sprint. All the movements are very high cyclic rates. The hang power snatches, overhead squats at a very light rate, and then transitioning right into double under. So truly, to me, it's a workout where every rep will count. You're not going to get hung up on pacing a heavy snatch or a heavy clean and jerk. It's literally cycle through as many reps as you possibly can. It does get a little bit grippy. You got a little bit muscle fatigue, so a couple things you need to watch out going into it. On the warm-up, one thing I would recommend is lots of mobility. So I would get some crossover symmetry and get those shoulders nice and loose. Lots of PVC pass-throughs. You want to be ready to just whip those overhead squats out, be in that really good overhead position. Arms nice and active. To me, that's where a lot of this workout can be won or lost. The power snatches, you're going to cycle through those pretty quickly. The double unders are easy, small sets of 30. You're going to go unbroken. So in your warm-up, make sure you get really, really loose. Maybe do some wall squats, open up that core area, get those hip flexors and everything nice and loose and ready for those overhead squats. I would also get my heart rate up a couple times. Maybe bring it up to about 80%, and then again in the warm-up maybe to about 90%. Getting ready for basically about 8.5 minutes of 95% of your maximum rate of perceived exertion. So to me, it helps to get my heart rate up a couple times, so that's something I do. As far as straight up tips go, the biggest thing I can tell you is watch your transitions. Obviously, there's really not a transition from the hanging snatches into the overhead squats. You want to just go right into that. Whatever snatch you're finishing, just bail into those overhead squats. But in videoing myself, I went at about 80 to 85% on my first workout attempt. I found myself walking fairly slowly to the rope, picking it up. As soon as I get finished with those 30 double unders, drop the rope down, and then slowly back to the bar. I added it up, and in all fairness, between several rounds, I lost a lot of seconds there. Could have got a lot of reps done. By the way, in the first workout I just did a run through, and I got basically through the sets of 18. I was up to the sets of 21. So for competitive masters athletes, you ought to be getting solidly into that set of 21 reps. A couple other things too is I would maybe do power cleans as opposed to just a straight up hang muscle clean. I think your shoulders are going to get a little bit tired, especially going in those overhead squats. So if you can just get a little dip and drive, might help you open those lungs up, get a little bit more breath as opposed to just muscle a cleaning all the way through those reps. Also, if you're going to break, I would break with 3 to 5 reps of the hanging cleans left. To me, it seemed a lot easier to get the majority of the hanging cleans done, get those in the books, and then drop the bar so you release that time under tension. If you're going to go unbroken, which I did through the sets of 12, you start to get some pretty heavy muscle fatigue and your time under tension starts to weigh on you. So break with 3, 4, 5 maybe hang power cleans left. Pick that bar back up very quickly, shake it out, whatever you need to do, pick that bar up quickly. And the overhead squats at 75 pounds for the guys is it's pretty light. You should be able to get through all of those unbroken. So focus on, if you're gonna break, maybe you break at the 15s and then into the 18s. One break should get you through there depending on how competitive you are. You can get through the 15s unbroken. It's gonna get pretty grippy and your shoulders get pretty tired, and moving into that rope makes it a little more difficult. I would go through plan on doing all the squats unbroken. So if you're getting tired towards the end of those hang cleans, again, I would break there, but no need to break during the squats. They're pretty easy. About the 6-minute mark is where you're going to really start to feel that muscle fatigue, so kind of keep that in mind. The last thing is, on this workout, I would say finish as strong as you can. This is a workout where your muscle fatigue shouldn't overcome you, again, depending on your competitive level. But with a minute to go, you should really kick it into high gear and get as much out of this workout as you can, because again, the cyclic rate is high, the weight is low, every rep is gonna count. I could have easily put 10 to 12 more reps in the bag had I at 7:30 or 7:45 or even 8 minutes really just said, okay, Katie, bar the door, I'm gone, and just finished up strong. So keep that in mind. Good luck. We'll see you on workout number 2.